What is going on, YouTube? It is your girl Turtle, and I am back with another video. So this is not like my typical usual videos I usually make. I'm usually all about mostly gaming on my channel, because hence my name is Turtle Over Gaming. But I'm usually not into like the whole like filling in with drama sometimes and stuff. But this drama is a little bit different because it's involving one of my favorite YouTuber. And yeah, and it was just like I kind of like wanted to like watch the videos to see what was going on because I was kind of curious. And it was crazy, y'all. I literally watch all the different videos and stuff, not even just from the YouTubers' channels itself, but even from other channels making videos about this certain stuff. So what I did, I took some screenshots of different things for me to like go over and stuff and view, and I want to kind of like give my personal information on how I feel about it. um, so basically, if you guys don't know, it's about Gabbie Hanna with the whole Escape the Night. Like if you guys don't know what Escape the Night is, it's a YouTube series that like YouTubers star in and stuff, and like they like one of the executive producers I believe is Daniel Preda, which is also one of Joey Graceffa's exes. Did I say that right? Joey Graceffa. The thing is, Joey is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I always have problems like saying his last name. So I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But it's basically drama in between all of them. So basically, what happened is that Joey was part of a podcast, and he got asked the question, like about talking about working on behind the set with the Escape the Night season 4, because season 4 was made, I believe, last year. And he basically said that there's one person that kind of like made it hard to work and stuff. But the thing is, he didn't name anybody at all. He didn't say no names. He did not say it was Gabbie. Then Daniel made a Q&A video, and he did talk about Gabbie. He did say Gabbie's name, but the difference between Joey and Daniel, both of them are not very into the whole drama field, but Daniel, it would be more about expressing it than Joey would if they had to. They don't want to make the videos, but if they have to, Daniel would be the one to go at it more than Joey is. If Joey speaks on something, then you know it's up, because he doesn't really talk about drama much on his channel if you guys really watch his YouTube channel, because he has 3 different channels. He has his main, he has his vlog channel that he does for like fostering for animals, and then he has his gaming channel. If you watch, there's hardly any drama on his channel whatsoever. So the fact that he basically had to make a video to respond to Gabbie's video really surprised a lot of people, I think. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. So basically, Gabbie released a video after realizing the whole podcast and then Daniel's Q&A. She basically made a video talking about the situations that happened on set. So originally she posted talking about how she did not, said in the video that she did not want to be a part of it at first, but that Joey and Daniel were basically begging her to like be on it and stuff, and that they basically said that they would do whatever it took to like get her comfortable, because she just wasn't comfortable when she did season 2, and they only wanted her to come back because they said that she brought so much to this TV series, like to the series or whatever, that they think she would make a really good addition. And at the time, Gabbie was dealing with a lot of things, a lot of drama on her own end, and she also suffers from an eating disorder and has ADHD, which if you guys watched her video about, it's called Escape the Nightmare. It's part 4 to this little thing that she does when she's talking about drama and stuff, pretty much, about her life and backstories and stuff. Well, throughout her whole entire video, she was posting pictures of like little clips from different sites talking about ADHD, which everybody at this point should know what ADHD is. It's a problem, it's like a disorder that is like a common mental illness. It's like basically where you can't sit still, like you're energized all the time and stuff, you run around and stuff, and you're just like anxious all the time. Honestly, a lot of people have it. My older brother has it. It's a very common thing. And to be honest, she kind of used that as like an excuse to act the way she did on set. But like I said, I have pictures from her videos and stuff. She said that apparently they talk shit about her from the first season aired too, privately and publicly. So that's the reason why she apparently wasn't dying to do season 4. So then, as it goes on, she tries to post screenshots between conversations, but honestly, a lot of her pictures were kind of blurry, so they're not really easy to read. But she basically has to have, because with her having the whole eating disorder, she has to have a certain type of dietary, and so she basically had to let Daniel know certain things that she needed to have and stuff. She has to have certain healthy meals, and he basically kind of went out of his way, to get her what she needed and stuff, got her meals and stuff, and made sure that she was comfortable. So she complained because she said that there was no healthy options for snacks, no healthy options for drinks. She couldn't get healthy meals. That was one of her reasonings for being upset. Moving on, she also complained that shooting the series, it was cold, there was high, harsh winds and stuff, and they stayed in hotels and stuff, and that her costume itself was very snug, and it was very tight, so she really couldn't move in it, and she said it was super duper cold. So then, she also posted a little snippet clip of what the outfit kind of looked like and stuff, and was trying to blast it a little bit. And she also complained to Daniel about certain things with her hair, her costume, like it says in this text right here. She basically just was not having the costume. Then she also mentioned in her video that she's also allergic to metal, which is completely understandable because there's a lot of people who can't wear certain types of jewelry, especially if it's fake, because it actually makes them break out. I understand that. My grandmother was the same way type stuff. And she basically said that if you see it on the right hand side picture, that's what happened to her after wearing the necklace that's around her neck in the left picture. She said that the only type of metal she could really wear, I don't remember the second one, but she could wear sterling silver. And that is, so she said basically the necklace made her break out. Something she asked, apparently, for them not to do, and it broke her out anyway. So she was very upset about that as well. She complained about the schedule all the time. She complained how she could never do anything that she was supposed to do for herself because she was all about, all into the whole entire escape the night and having to be there working long hours and stuff. Which everybody should know, if you're working on a TV set, it takes hours because not only, especially if you do interviews, you have to do costume fittings, you have to do a lot of different things, and it takes a lot to make a good production, and that if you really didn't want to do it, you didn't have to do it. It's still a choice. They cannot technically make you do it, sweetheart. Sip on this water. Kind of wish it was tea right now. And she would talk about how, their call time shootings would start super duper early. She complained that they would work her so early in the morning and then super late at night a lot and stuff, and how she just didn't have time to sleep, she didn't have time to eat, and all this other stuff. And that she didn't, she also didn't expect to get treated by Daniel and Joey, so-called, in this way because she thought they were really good friends or whatever. And the thing is, they probably were at one time, but if there is reasons for them feeling the way they feel, of course they're not going to be friends with somebody who's acting the way she does. And then she also got back to her hotel late, and her agent emails her and stuff telling her that she's not allowed to not do interviews because she was waiting. She left because she was tired of waiting, and she went back to her hotel room, and her agent messaged her, emailed her, telling her that, Gabbie, you can't just leave and not do your interviews. And she literally kind of spazzed out about it because she said that she was there and that she was waiting and stuff, and nothing happened. People kept coming back and forth telling her that they were going to do it. So then here is a fun thing right here. So basically, she asked Daniel when did they get a meal. He said, let me ask. And she said the kitchen doesn't even open till 5 and stuff. And he told her that they're taking orders at 4:30 to make. And that you're able to get chips, ground beef, penne and meatballs, sausage, penne and veggies, veggie curry, beans, strawberry and green salad, fruit. and chicken and veggies and stuff. So there was healthy options in there. You could do healthy stuff. She could have got a strawberry and green salad with some chicken, like grilled chicken. Like, that would have been healthy, and she still would have had a protein. And so Daniel isn't a credited producer, but he was a producer. And basically he kind of went out and beyond for people, and he actually did things on set that he was not meant to do, but she does not really talk about that, which is crazy to me. I really can't show you guys these messages, but I kind of wanted to show you the sideline thing that she was talking about. So now that we kind of got a lot of that out of the way, so these are something that Joey posted on his video, because Joey kind of made a response to Gabbie defending some of the things that she didn't do, and that how he feels, because she's literally saying stuff without giving the full round circle of the things that she did not do in return. So first of all, this is just showing you how friendly he is to her. Hey, I'm just now opening my emails and finally seeing the Escape the Night ones. Sorry I haven't got back to them. I've literally been falling apart and dropping the ball and everything, lol. Joey said, no worries, just glad to know you still down to come back. Okay, moving on to the next one. Then it says right here, of course, dear, anything for you. You might get more hate than I'm worth, though, lol. Oh, stop. People love you so much. Just a weird, trendy time for people to be hated on, and drama vids get so many views. And then she's like, can you check my social blade for today and tell me how bad it is? I'm scared to look. So he shows that he's a great friend. So now, this is where a lot of the things start unraveling. So as she claimed in her video, there was no healthy meal options, and there was also no healthy snacks and stuff. And the reason why there wasn't a lot of options for her to choose from, even though there was technically healthy stuff, I will show that to you guys later. Before the actual first day begins, and he even showed a video of her, because he went up to her, it was one of his behind the scenes videos. It literally, he showed us that he went into where she's getting her hair and makeup and stuff done. She was filling out a form, and he was talking about, are you rehearsing your lines? And she was like, no, I'm filling out the form or whatever. And basically what it was, and she was filling out the day of versus the days before, because those kind of forms you're supposed to fill out before the days begin, sweetheart. And literally, she was supposed to fill out the form and the questionnaire for her health and dietary things and certain things like that. The only thing that they knew is that she was allergic to mangoes. She doesn't eat anything with sugar in it, which there was non-sugar options. There was literally fruit trays, probably with watermelon and apples and grapes. No mangoes, because usually fruit trays don't come with that. Or you could eat a vegetable tray with celery or something. And doesn't consume dairy. Which there was also water bottles. And like I said, I will show those pictures in a little bit when we get to Daniel's side of the story more. But I promise you guys there was healthy options, which is crazy to me. Because like I said, they showed a lot of stuff. Now, this is fun. This is where the fun begins. So she complained about her costume, and I will show more evidence later for Daniel's side, probably, eventually, or I'll talk about it, either one. I'm not sure if I have pictures from this, but I believe, right, these are actually emails that was sent to her or whatever, and it was about their wardrobe fitting, as you see right there where it says subject. If you guys don't know what the wardrobe fitting is, it's when actors and actresses have to go and get their costumes fitted and made and customized and stuff. That way the costume works for them and it fits right and it makes them feel comfortable. She only went to 1 out of 3, I believe is what they said. The first one was just a basic thing. They got the color, they got the look they wanted for it and stuff to make sure it went with her complexion and make sure it looked pretty and stuff for her. And they gave her a beautiful silk outfit, guys. It was gorgeous. You guys saw the picture. Absolutely gorgeous on the one where she showed, her breaking out from the jewelry. It was gorgeous, guys. I would have wore it. And she didn't show up for the last 2. But with her not showing up for the last 2, guess what? Her costume didn't fit. Shocker. Oh. The reason why it didn't fit, sweetheart, is because, and she complained about it. Keep that in mind. She complained that it was too tight. because she couldn't move her arms, because that was something she complained about from season 2. This is season 4. Obviously, it's not going to fit right if you're not there to get it fitted. That's what those are for. The wardrobe fitting is to make sure your costume for the show fits you, so that way it's not too loose, too snug. It makes you feel comfortable, because they are trying their best to accommodate to you. If you would have made your dress fittings, it would have fit fine. It would have fit perfectly fine, girl. Like, seriously, she has no idea. Like, she missed all those. But basically, at the end of the day, Joey said, and I quote, that basically she is the problem. She's literally stirring up drama just to stir it up, basically. And that he was also defending Daniel because of the whole healthy meals and stuff. Because, like I said, Daniel literally went out of his way to a store, which you'll see like the pictures of that in a little bit, of him getting her like things for salads and stuff to actually make her meals. That way she could be happy. Crazy, right? So now, she was complaining, I think, also about the hotel they're staying in, the trailers and stuff. Literally, I'm not kidding you guys, Daniel and I believe Joey too literally pulled out of their own pocket money to get things like this picture you see right here of this beautifulness. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. But literally, look how beautiful it is. That is absolutely stunning. And look at the bedrooms. That is absolutely beautiful. How do you complain about being in that? I'm trying to understand that. Then he also made, from day 1 of filming, keep in mind she didn't fill out her questionnaire form about certain dietary all the way except for about the allergic to mangoes, can't consume dairy, and no sugar. Obviously, there's sugar here. I could see that. But it's not just for her. Everything that was put out is because it was requested by everybody, because there's multiple cast members there too. Like, you had Alex Wasabi, Colleen, etc. You had multiple different types of people there. So, for example, Colleen, she wanted Coke. She literally, was, all about Coca-Cola product. Like, she wanted Coke. So, naturally speaking, they're going to have sweet stuff for people who want it. They're going to have healthy stuff for people who want it. So, this is not meant for Gabbie. This is meant for people who want it. See, look at that. There's fruit bowl right there. There's Lily seaweed snacks. He said, seaweed wraps. There's peanuts, so if you need protein and stuff, different types of stuff like that. So, there's definitely healthy options there. So, her claiming that there was no healthy options is bullshit, because that looks healthy to me. Yes, I can see that there's Red Bull in there and soda, because there's Coca-Cola at the very bottom on the right-hand side for Colleen. But you could also see there's water. There's probably, he also said, I believe there was also Boost juice and stuff. There was probably fruit smoothies and stuff. There was ice pops in the freezer, he said. He said, there was a plenty full of options. Even though she did not fill out her questionnaire form, there was still plenty full of healthy snacks that she could have messed with. And she still, I think, ate the actual bad snacks instead, the unhealthy stuff, but complained about it. That's what I'm trying to understand. As you can see, this person's eating a salad. That person is drinking one of those special juices and stuff. So he's trying to understand what she's talking about. There was more pictures, but I only pulled those 2 because it's basically enough proof to show you there was enough healthy stuff on set. So she's on shit. Then you got Colleen's trailer. He literally, this is how much of a caring person Daniel is. He had a smaller personal one set aside for Colleen because at the time she had a baby and she was breastfeeding. If you guys watch Colleen, also known as Miranda Sings, she had a baby and now she's pregnant with twins right now. But back then she only had a baby and she had to breastfeed, so she would go away and breastfeed in that room and stuff and then come back with everybody else. What's even crazier to me is that in both Joey and Daniel's videos, they literally both expressed how she was late to certain things, how she complained about the hours, how she did not show up for certain things and refused to come. But yet Colleen, who has a baby that she's breastfeeding and has colic and all this other stuff, she still managed to do it all though. I'm trying to figure that out. How is it that she can do it, but you cannot? It doesn't make no sense. You have a contract. So technically speaking, you're supposed to be doing this stuff. But, it is what it is. See, there she is. Colleen breastfeeding on set. She's literally feeding her baby while she's getting ready. That just shows you. Even though she literally has a newborn baby, basically, I don't even know how old the baby was at the time. I'm just saying newborn, probably a month or two, whatever. Still though, still young enough to be getting breastfed by mommy. Like, that shows you that, like, all the cast members but Gabbie were dedicated to the work. Like, it just, guys, it don't make no sense to me. It does not. And this is basically a conversation that he was having with somebody. And it was basically because she didn't come to her outfit fitting. And I believe that she had a 9-month pregnant woman drive her just for her not to basically show up or something like that. I don't remember exactly word for word what happened there. But the factoring that people were still going to try to help you and do good by you, that messes me up that you still mess somebody's production over. And that's really crazy that they couldn't even get her costume fitted. So, and then she still complained about it anyway. Yeah, okay. And then, so then he had to ask her about, like, her height and stuff. That way they could probably get the costume as best as they can. And then she told him that she needed all healthy shit or else she was going to eat all the chips. Even though she technically doesn't have to eat the chips. She could have ate, like, a freaking apple or something. Oh, and also, she, what was it? This is so much information, guys. You have no idea. But, like I said, she literally complained about every single thing. Oh, that's what it was. So, as you guys know, she also complained about having to wear the jewelry around her neck and stuff and the costume she had to wear. So, not only is it her fault for the fitting issues, but Daniel said that the freaking necklace was made out of sterling silver in his video. And even if it made her break out that bad, he said all she could have done is just thrown it into the woods and say she lost it or just tell him she wasn't going to wear it. She did not have to wear it. Then to another response to the fact that she was cold, Daniel said that they had coats for everybody. There was an option to stay warm. She didn't wear it. Shocker. But still complain? Bigger shocker, huh? And she was also complaining that she did not want to wear heels and blah, 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 blah. But literally, Daniel said that the heels weren't even that long because they weren't going to make them, like, wear, like, super long heels. He said they were, like, 5-6 inches? And even he was like, girl, I, like, talking about, like, you could walk in those heels. Come on now. Or something like that. I don't know. It was crazy. And like I said, she just kind of, like, complains about everything that isn't going her way. So, this is what's even funnier to me. You guys remember when she messaged him about the kitchen and he gave her all those options about food that she could have made for herself? She literally asked him, yes, he was going to go to a Whole Foods and stuff. He said he was going to go get her food for her. She asked for chicken, black beans, bacon, dried cranberries, and a light blue cheese, crumbles, and balsamic on the side. Which is crazy because the kitchen had chicken. They had beans. They probably had some other stuff too if you had just asked. So, yeah. And then he was even going to get her 2 more salads just to make sure she was good. That's crazy. That's crazy. He went out of his way. He did not have to do that. Most people probably would have, like, Postmates or DoorDashed or Grubhub the food or brought their own food, you know? Common sense. But no, Daniel went above and beyond to make sure she had the food she needed. Made sure of it. Crazy, right? So freaking crazy to me. And on top of that, it said that she couldn't consume dairy. But she got a little bit of blue cheese crumbles. Isn't blue cheese technically dairy? Question mark? Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm making sure in my head. Yeah, blue cheese is dairy, right? Because it's technically a cheese, and cheese is in the dairy family, right? Unless I'm wrong. Because I know what blue cheese is. Blue cheese is literally molded cheese, pretty much. It's nasty cheese. But a lot of people like to eat it on their salads, which is fine. But for the fact that her dietary literally said that she could not consume dairy, but she's getting some crumbles on her stuff, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Here's even a picture from when he went to Whole Foods. Ignore the pizza, he said, because the pizza was for him, obviously. You could tell because there's a bite out of it. But in the cart, you could see the different things for salads and all that other good stuff. He literally went out of his way to do that. And from both Joey and Daniel's video, she only ate one of the things that he brought her. She literally left the other 2 just to sit and, like, rot, basically. Wow. Selfishness right there, huh? And, this is just some more, like, information right here. This is basically what it says. It says, so we talked to our talent producer team, and every time she was told to be ready and on standby for the interview, she wasn't ready. Either her hair and makeup wasn't done or she wanted to eat. The pecking order moved on to the next YouTuber, so naturally Gabbie fell behind her interviews. That's why she isn't needed. When she was originally asked last night to come in at 2:15 to make up for the time lost, she said, "Oh no, I'm not doing that. That's truly what happened. It's behind us. She will be there at 2:15. I talked her down. She understands. Awesome. Thank you so much, Daniel. I'm sorry you're in this position. You're always welcome to pull me in. I'm here on set now." So I think that was him talking to one of the other producers of the show. And basically Gabbie didn't want to do like certain things, and that's when I guess they messaged her about how she has to do her interviews, and she kind of blew up. Sip on the water, huh? Crazy, right? Yeah. So before I get into this picture, she also called someone a dumb cunt on set because they told her she had to wait 10 more minutes to do her interviews. Just 10 minutes. And because she has to wait an extra 10 minutes when the female turned around, she literally called the person a dumb cunt as she's like skulking off away from her. And like everybody heard her, including Daniel. And both Daniel and Joey, I believe, are trying to get the footage of that. They don't know. They're trying to see if they can find it somewhere. Hopefully they can get it because they said they're going to post it if they do, but we'll see. I'm really hoping they find it. So this next picture. This is a picture for, like, I guess the billboards they do, or just, like, fan-based pictures anyway, because, for Escape the Night, they have to have pictures for, like, billboards, because it's actually plastered on billboards. That, and just fun to create pictures to see different elements and stuff. So, all the people have to be there. They're all on these little capsule things. If you notice, Gabbie is all the way in the back. I will zoom in on the picture. She is the one all the way in the back. You see on that very left-hand side where Colleen's at, it's behind her. You can see that her hand and her costume's kind of covering up her face because it's actually not Gabbie. Because Gabbie didn't go. She did not go for this picture. They literally had someone else dress up as her and do like makeup and special effects to try to somewhat look like her, but they still had to cover the picture because people would tell. That's why they kind of put her in the back, so like no one could tell. But Daniel kind of admitted to it that it's actually not Gabbie. So yeah, she didn't even show up for that picture, which is crazy. But I think that is the last picture. So, all in all, guys, with this whole entire video, basically what I have gathered from this video is that basically Gabbie's a liar. And she's also using her ADHD as an excuse to treat people like shit. She pretty much almost ruined the whole entire experience of Escape the Night. And just overall, she expects... she thinks it's everybody else's fault pretty much besides her. She said that she, admitted her faults and that she she was being a bitch and stuff. But at the same time, she kind of, was lying about certain things, like the whole healthy food options, the costume, because it wasn't fitting, but she didn't show up for her fittings, and certain things like that. And, literally, it just didn't make no sense to me that someone could literally do that. How can you be so upset over something you did? Oh, and then she tried, I forgot to pull up these pictures, but it's fine. She also tried to apologize to both Daniel and Joey, but because they didn't apologize back, but they appreciated her saying that, and they sent her paragraphs too, she got mad because they didn't say sorry back. What did they do? Joey is being supportive and friendly, and Daniel's going above and beyond for everybody to make them all feel comfortable on set. He literally spent so much of his money and much of his time, and he didn't even have to do that. Some people would not do that for others, and he did it. And that's just the kind of person he is. He's a nice person. So that just really threw me off. But, And I honestly noticed from like looking at Gabbie's channel that a lot of people, like a lot of her subscribers, do not support her behavior. They all are saying the same thing, like you have no right to use this mental illness as an excuse, because there's people who deal with way worse things than ADHD. And a lot of people don't even use their ADHD as an excuse anyway. Like, there's people who are actually bipolar, depressed, has anxiety problems, separation disorders and stuff. Like, there's a lot of people with a lot of problems. But you don't see them using it as an excuse, especially ADHD. It's not that serious. It just means you get anxious easy. Shit. I mean, I get anxious and I don't even have ADHD. And I don't blame it on other people. You know what I mean? But that's basically like the tea. I just kind of like wanted to like side my viewpoints on everything. I'm definitely on Joey and Daniel's side only because like not only have they have proof of a lot of stuff and they showed a lot of different things, but and it's not, and people are gonna think, oh, it's because you watch them. Of course I watch them, but I'm not that person who sides with the ones I watch the most of. It's not like that. I side with what I think is right and wrong, and I definitely think she's wrong in this situation. Like, she's definitely wrong. And the funnier part is I think her name is Rosanna, or whatever. She literally doesn't even talk about drama either, and even she made a Twitter post too about stuff. That's what I'm saying, is that people who never talk about drama are talking about this. So obviously it's trying to be shined to light because people are trying to make you understand their side of the story. If they're talking about something they would never talk about, clearly they're not the ones in the wrong here now, are they? But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for post notifications so you guys don't miss another video from me. Make sure you guys leave in the comment section down below, what do you think about this whole situation? I really want to hear your guys' feedback, like who you think's right, who you think's wrong. Like, what do you think in general of this whole entire predicament? I want to know. Like, I need to know, like, I need you guys to fill me in on how you feel about it. But as always, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
I'm so in love with you.